Alright, here we go with another quick how-to video. In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace the tip of your fishing rod real quick. You could see here that the insert, the ceramic insert came out, and definitely don't want to fish with just bare steel, so I got to replace this. All you're going to need are a couple things. Some quick set epoxy. I use this Gorilla Glue. This epoxy set, 2-piece epoxy sets in 5 minutes. You're gonna need some rod tips and a blowtorch, and of course the fishing rod that you need to fix. So what you're gonna do first is we're gonna take this torch and lightly heat this tip up, and then use pliers and just pull it right out, and then clean the tip off with the excess resin that's already on there. Mix some resin up, get it on there, get tip, slide it in, done. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get this tip off first. Doesn't take much. See, just like that, quick. I'm gonna go ahead and heat this resin up just a little bit. Okay. I'm going to take a rag. Go ahead and just get that excess off there. Doesn't take much. I don't need to get all of it off. Just enough to where that bottom piece is going to slide right on down. Okay. There you go. So that's all taken care of. I'm going to trim that little piece. You see a little burr right there? I'm going to go ahead and take a pair of cutters, wire cutters, and I'm going to trim this piece ever so little. And fast. Okay. And then you take pliers. I'm going to go ahead and flatten that down a little bit. Okay. Alright, now I want to figure out which tip works or fits onto this best. See if that's the one. Okay, that's going to be the one that slides on the best, most snug, so we'll put that aside. Just take another one just to make sure that it's not a smaller diameter one. I don't think that's right. That's going to be, yep, too small. Alright, so it's going to be that one. And I'll put the link in the description for this, and this is an Amazon product, and you know, the glue and whatever. But now we'll set the rod aside and we'll go ahead and get this epoxy going. So this epoxy is really easy to use. All you gotta do is get this lid off first. Okay, then you're gonna go ahead and squeeze equal parts resin and hardener. So make sure equal parts of fluid come out of both ends of these. You don't need much. It's actually probably too much. I have another project that I'm going to do, so I'm going to use a little bit more than what is needed for this. Okay, set that aside. Then just go ahead and take a stir stick or whatever you want. Mix this for about 90 seconds. Make sure it's completely mixed thoroughly. Definitely want to completely mix all sides of this very well, because if it's not completely mixed and you go ahead and use it, it's never going to set properly, never going to completely harden and cure, and you have to do it all over again. So best just to mix for, like I said, 90 seconds to 2 minutes. It's not going to get hard enough to where you can't use in 2 minutes. But that could definitely be the difference between mixing it properly and not mixing it enough and having to do the project over again. Okay, get that scoop. One more quick mix. Okay. Now what I do is I take it and I put it on the tip a little bit first, right? Make sure that's all covered. Then I cover the whole shaft where that tip is going to go on. Okay. Then just go ahead and, oops, this wasn't even in screen, sorry about that. Again, what I did, you take a little bit, just put it on the tip. Dang it, can't get into screen. There we go. Okay, now go ahead, slide that tip right on. Just like so. Okay, there we go, that's on. I was wondering why it wasn't feeling right. But that's completely on now. Now you just make sure that it's straight. I'm taking it out of screen right now just to make sure that it's straight. Alright, that's straight. Then I'm going to take this screwdriver and just kind of smooth this out. Make sure it's down the entire piece, and going not only from the tip but onto the rod too, so it definitely creates a good seal on there. Okay, look at that. That looks pretty good. And that's it. So we'll let that sit for probably a couple hours or so. Come back and take a look, make sure everything is good. But yeah, that's how you put the tip on to a new tip onto a broken tip rod. Super easy, super fast. No need to take it to a tackle shop or anything. You could do it at the house or your garage, wherever you're at. Even if you're on the road or you're out fishing, just have epoxy. Have this two-part epoxy or even super glue with a torch, and you can do this on the fly. It takes a couple minutes at slowest. It's a couple minutes, but for the video it took a little longer just explaining whatnot. But again, 90 seconds to mix this. It was like 5 seconds to heat the resin enough to get this the old one off. Slide the new one on. Boom, done. But I'll give it probably 24 hours or so, or minimum 20 hours or overnight, just to let it cure before I start using it again. But yeah, I'll come back and we'll show as soon as this is set and show you that it doesn't move. Make sure it's stuck on there good, and that'll be it. Alright, it's been about 24 hours now. There you have it. Completely done, solid. Solid as a rock. That epoxy dried perfectly hard. All set. New rod tip. That's all it takes. 5 minutes. Quick set epoxy, little blowtorch, and that pack of rod tips. All set. Thanks for watching.